Hey YouTube, Denise here from Dueling Buddies, and I'm coming at you with a road to regionals in Kissimmee. I'm going to start my own little segment. I don't have the uh, time to actually go to Long Beach. It would have been nice to go, me and Jonathan, but there will be other YCSs, and in the near future this year, hopefully we can make a trip to one of them. So a deck that I wanted to talk about that a lot of people have been underestimating, even also in Long Beach, is Dark Worlds. Dark Worlds are really, really good, guys. And deck people that underestimate this deck just because it comes from a structure deck really is not smart. It is really not thinking about the metagame. This is my personal Dark World deck. I still have it. I do play Zector's main, but this is my Dark World deck, and it's my fun deck. Like, this deck is so fun to play. It is honestly one of my most favorite archetypes, and I love it a lot. I still pick this up and I play with it. It's really consistent. This build has been really consistent for me. Um, and I took it to locals one time and made it all the way to the top and just lost the top match. So yeah, I love this deck a lot, guys. People underestimate Dark Worlds, but they're fast. They can be consistent if the duelist knows what they're doing. Um, Also, when you play conservatively, you don't bring out all the freaking Graphas you can at the same time. I mean, at one time. My deck focuses on bringing Graph out as fast as I can, but I'm not gonna bring out like three Graphas on you. I have plays, I count plays ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of Dark World players make the mistake of emptying out their hands, and then they're top decking a card to make their next play. Like, you have to play conservatively when you play Dark Worlds. You have to play smart. It's definitely a deck that requires some skill. People that say otherwise don't know what they're talking about. Dark Worlds, in order to play them, you do require some skill. It does take some thought, because especially when you have this card in hand, you really have to think ahead about 2 to 3 turns. Because let's say you drop card destruction, you may hit your opponent pretty well with it, but you could neg yourself more than you would plus yourself. It's kind of a hit or miss card. It does help when you have a lot of Dark Worlds in hand, but then again, sometimes, guys, realistically, Dark World players will play this card when they have a dead hand and they want to recharge their hand. So, when you play Dark Worlds, you have to be very smart. You have to count turns ahead, know what you're going to do, uh, and, really plan ahead about 2 to 3 turns. So, I like this deck a lot. It's one of those decks that can also main skill drain without a problem. So I like the deck a lot. It does shut down the meta if you side skill drain. Even when you're not maining skill drain, you could shut down the meta with this deck. The hand destruction also helps, with dark world dealings and things like that. Grapha also is just one of those beaters that you can't get over. It's amazing. Like, you cannot deny the power of Grapha. It's a really great card. So Dark Worlds are a threat, guys, so be looking out for them when you go to regionals and things like that. If you're going to be in Kissimmee, be looking out for them and be prepared for them. I, unfortunately, will not be running my Dark Worlds, and I will, so yeah, I'm going to be running Insectors because it's just one of those decks that I really like right now. Dark Worlds, though, they always have a special spot in my heart. Like, my favorite archetypes, honestly, are like the Gravekeeper ones. I love Gravekeepers. They were my first deck ever. Yeah, Dark World and Insectors are my favorite decks right now. So yeah, I will always have a special heart for these decks in my, and I always have them sleeved up, ready to go when I want to play. I just have to throw in my tour guides and I'm done. So, yep. Thanks for watching, guys. Be looking out for Dark Worlds. They're really good. They're really underestimated, and they could be really consistent and really wreck face if you don't know what you're doing. So, thanks. Bye.